Guys, what's going on? This is Bob Variety back with another video, and today in this video we will be reacting, as you can see on screen. Who else could this possibly be? I mean, look at him. His traps got traps. His shoulders could break doorways. Obviously, we're reacting to some Sam Sulek. Okay, so I just woke up, and after I woke up, because when you wake up. Right when you wake up, that is the best time to weigh yourself. Because you haven't, and that does imply before you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So before you eat anything, or before you go to the bathroom, or even drinking water. Water doesn't have any calories, but it can still affect how much you weigh. I'd recommend you weigh yourself. And dang it, now I kind of wish that I, marked that down on my phone. Because, I was down to 143. I lost another pound, guys. Round of applause for my weight loss in the comments. I'm down to 143. And apparently the average adult male weight is 127. So that is my goal. Actually, it's 120 something. I'm not sure if it is specifically 127. Let me look that up. What is a healthy weight for an average adult male? 124 to 680 pounds. I'm guessing this is from height wise. Healthy weight for a 5-foot, 21-year-old male. For a 5-foot, that's anywhere from 95 pounds to 170 pounds. 117 pounds? That can't be right. That can't be right. There's no way. A healthy weight is 95. I would be extremely malnourished if I was 95 pounds. No way. I'm also not going to 117. No, I think I'll stick, the lowest weight that I will go before I go back on my bulk will be 120. Not even 127, but 120 pounds is the lowest I'm going to go. Then I will start my bulk again. Maybe I'll start my bulk at 127. But point is, I'm going to be in the 120s before I start my bulk. But that is crazy to think that some people out there are 21 years old and only weighing 95 pounds. That is concerning. And I'm not the only one that would think that, right? You guys would agree that 95 seems way too low for a weight wise. I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? Put down in the comment section below if you think 95 is way too low and that those people who are 95 pounds are either in a serious situation that they need to get out of, or the numbers are seriously off. But anyway, without further ado, I heard that I saw that there are a few new subscribers. Bean, I think his name was. Yeah, Bean mentioned that I earned myself a new sub. So Bean, welcome to the Bob Variety crew. Welcome, welcome. Today we're gonna be reacting to some Sam Sulek. Just because I feel much better than I did yesterday on the live stream. But I'm still not going to the gym, partly because I would not have time. But we can give you guys some fitness content. We'll be stealing that content from Sam. His triceps, it seems like his triceps are way.
All right.
In the
reasonably,
I
would say warm, but
because
maybe a
then
cool
you see his triceps here.
Spring morning, or spring
here,
evening. And speaking of that, look, I know it's not technically winter. It's just it's just a name. Don't forget about the fact that, I mean, I'm gonna keep calling it the winter bulk for the next few months. Don't be surprised. But yeah, plan is
that actually, because I just realized summer is coming up soon, so maybe, like, because I'm still on my cut, I will keep a slim body for the summer, sort of my my beach bod. I'll keep my beach bod all throughout the summer, so I will maintain that weight as best I can. Which I've never tried to maintain a certain weight before. The scale has always been going up or going down, and that's always been my goal. So I don't know how this is gonna go. This is the first time I've ever tried to maintain a weight, so I don't know how it's gonna go. But a wise man at the gym once told me that talk about your goals like they're already done. So like, oh yeah, no, I'm about to maintain my, I'm gonna start maintaining my weight, and it's gonna stay right there at that same weight that I wanted. So yeah, yeah, talk about them as if they were done and succeeded. And so that'll trick your brain into thinking, okay, that's what you want, all right? Yeah, totally, I got you, bro. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep. Shut up, phone. Saw W. Hef, which is like one of my one of the teachers who used to teach me. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Nope, that wasn't. Nope, it wasn't who I thought it was. Still got a little bit of a plugged up nose, but that's alright. Man, I'm still so shocked that the one of the average healthy weight for a 5 foot 21-year-old is 95 pounds. It's still so shocking to me.
for arms, and I think I want to do a bit of a superset style today. So you maybe not superset, but kind of an alternating approach, because usually I like to think, all right, if I'm doing two muscle groups at once or in one lift, triceps, biceps, then I want to give each one my individual attention until it's done, and then move on to the next muscle group. That's sort of probably the logic that I lean towards more often. But on the other hand,
really the logic
going back and forth, if I'm really in a time crunch, I wouldn't mind a set of tricep pushdowns, supersetted immediately into a set of curls, like no rest, like put the weight down and immediately do a set of curls. But then for that set of curls, you're a little bit pre-exhausted, not from the pushdowns themselves, but kind of used a bit of, let's just say, your breath.
Ugh. Ow. I take it back. I'm still very sick. I just don't have a plugged up nose as much as I did last night. Which is great because now I can finally breathe. But the cough is still really, really bad.
So usually I wouldn't like doing it like that unless I'm really in a rush. So what I end up doing, which is still leaning towards more so the alternating style, but with a little bit more individual attention on either side, is kind of alternating by twos in a way. So 2 sets for triceps.
But I don't know where I can get these from, but I'm going to pick up some cough drops at some point. Oh, I should probably do that before work. Do they sell them at Hy-Vee? I think they sell cough drops at Hy-Vee. They should sell cough drops at Hy-Vee. I'm going to get some cough drops at Hy-Vee before I go to work because it hurts. It hurts around the sternum area, and it's not fun.
Be it a pushdown or a machine dip.
I stared directly at one
actually,
of my
let's
lights, and now
back up even further. First, it's going to start off with a small warm-up. So I'm going to sit on the tricep pushdown machine or the cables, whatever. Single arm, light shit. Get my elbows warm. If I try to jump straight into really heavy weight, For one thing, it's going to hurt my elbows. But then also,
Which is
it's
partly
I
why,
mean,
like,
it's not like you can't draw upon your
I mean, he brings up a fair point, and this is a fair point that I really need to take into consideration, that I really need to start doing. Uh, that's a lie. I warm up. I warm up my workouts, but it's basically just teaching you, like, it's like letting your body know, hey, we about to lift some heavy weight, so be prepared. So stretching, I don't do that, but I heard that there is crazy benefits for stretching, so I'm going to start doing stretchings before and after my workout.
your muscles strength immediately, right? I can sit here and flex my bicep pretty hard. But if I try to do a set of curls right now with the, let's just say with the 70s, even if I could physically do it, I probably wouldn't get as many reps as I would if I were properly warmed up. You know, not even just talking about the sake of the fact that it's gonna make you so much less prone to like injury. I mean, jumping straight into a heavy working set with no warm up, that's yeesh, man, come on. Blasphemous. But just going through the action of kind of, firing your biceps and neurons or whatever else as you do warm up reps and getting exposed to more and more weight, I mean, it really does warm you up. So I'll kind of go back and forth between some curls, light, tricep pushdowns, light, gradually go heavier, heavier. No working sets, just enough to get warm. And then I'll actually start the lift. A few sets of pushdowns, probably straight bar, but maybe I'll do single arm, alternating. Who's to say, really? I'm not too picky.
What he's describing, um, what he's describing is he's gonna start progressively getting heavier and heavier and heavier, um, and then he'll start a genuine heavy workout where the first rep is sort of gonna be a struggle, which, um, I don't know if Sam Sulik is genuinely qualified. Like, I'm certainly not qualified to. I mean, I am qualified, but I don't have a degree. So, like, I don't know if Sam has a degree or not. But what he's saying is that when he makes it to his working set, he makes the weight so heavy that like he is genuinely pushing. But also, Sam doesn't bulk. He's currently bulking, and I'm currently cutting. So, not to say that like I shouldn't try and lift heavier if I can, but I need to prioritize reps. But also, it's really hard to find the energy to work out at the gym when you've been on a cut. So this rest day is definitely needed.
Picky when it comes to my arm training. Because as far as I can tell, you got three basic movements, like skull crusher style stuff, push downs and dips for triceps. And then for buys, you got curls of a few varieties, but basically just a curl. Or, bicep bias pull downs, which I'm sure I'll do a little bit of. But I'm not so picky with the order. Like with something like chest, you're not really going to catch me doing cable flies before pressing. Usually that's just not how I do it. But then again, that's just kind of a habit. I'm not saying that's the absolute best way. Usually I want to do my heavy pressing first and then finish with flies. But arms, since it's such a small muscle group, or, I mean, that might not be the only reason, but I don't really mind hitting it from all sorts of ways, right? From the front, the back, flip it around, whatever. It's like if I start with a set of dumbbell curls, or if I start with a set of machine curls, or preacher curls, or cable curls, I mean, what am I really doing here? Even if it's by my side, over my head, or like a weird crossbody variation, really, you're just kind of hitting your biceps, So, I don't overthink the arm training too much. But, yeah, maybe, I can't really tell you exactly how many sets I'll end up doing. But by the time I feel like I've done enough work, my arms, my arms feel satisfactorily fatigued, as well as pumped to hell. That's one reason why I do like kind of a superset-y alternating style for arms. Because usually when I do my arm workouts, I do all triceps, all of biceps, and then pose down. So by the time I actually take the pump cover off and I'm like flexing, my tricep pump is diminished a little bit. But by doing both at once, then I get to see my arms fully pumped, which, who doesn't love that? So reasonably not low intensity, but in terms of the amount of like fatigue my body is going to feel after this lift, not that bad. I'm definitely not going to be so tired when I sit down in the car and
I
finally get to
wonder who
relax.
invented lifting. Like, I wonder, was this like back in the caveman era? Like, the cavemen would start like lifting heavy rocks, and at a certain point, they noticed that their biceps were starting to show, and they'd be like, and then they started making little like rock dumbbells, and started like the caveman era of bodybuilding. I don't know. I don't know who like discovered muscle growth. Or was this just always a known fact? Which it couldn't have been. Like, everything has to be discovered. So, like, who discovered muscle growth?
Tonight, as I was yesterday after just quads, even though quads was just one muscle group. So, if you have a lighter lift like that, if you're just going to the gym to do shoulders one day, or, whatever, arms, just something where you're not seriously exerting yourself to the point of like where you feel like you're going to pass out, like a squat or like really heavy bent over rows or something. Just the fact that it's kind of...
I think it is very important to exert yourself at the gym, but I don't think you should be passing out. I think there was only one time where I might have pushed myself too far, and even this scenario is not the most reliable example. I was doing bench press and I started getting a bloody nose, and like for a while I have bloody nose issues. I don't know why, but I would just randomly get a bloody nose here and there. So it could have been that I was exerting myself too much, or it could have been that it was just so happened to be one of those times where I randomly get a bloody nose, and I got one while I was under the bench press. But I don't think you should ever be pushing yourself so hard that you're passing out or like getting a bloody nose. That's pushing it a little too far. But while I still have the video paused, have you guys seen that one video? Like, what's that movie called? It's basically where The Rock at the beginning, like as a kid, is a really fat kid, and like Robbie Weird something. And Kevin Hart is they grow up, and now The Rock is The Rock, and he's ripped and stuff. And in one scene, he looks over and he sees a reflection, and he like looks and like he sees the fat little kid. And the caption said, "When you skip 2 days at the gym," and I'm like, oof. So I think, what time do I work tomorrow? Because I should be able to go to the gym tomorrow. But I can't. I mean, I could go today, but it's a little late now, so I'm taking my rest day a little early. And I want to make it to the gym tomorrow because I took a rest day today. But yeah, today I work from 3 to 10, which is 7 hours. And then I work from 4 to 9:30, which is 5 hours and 30 minutes. 4 p.m. to 9:30. Yeah. So I could work in the morning tomorrow. Could wake up, go to the gym, get an arm pump, and then be out of there.
An easier lift in terms of the fact that it's not going to like completely gas you out. Just try not to take that as a cue to take your foot off the gas. If anything, that should kind of make you say, okay, this set of the 40-pound dumbbell curls I'm about to do, it's not going to put me in the hospital. but I'm going to try my hardest to make it, you know? So, with smaller lifts like these, I feel like it's a little bit more, I was about to say, I was getting ready to say, I feel like they're a little more mental. But no, they're all fucking mental, you know? It's not, how do I want to word this? Yeah, that might be a little too philosophical. It's too long to explain. What I'm trying to think of there is like, you know, your mind leads and your body follows, you know? So if you're capable of pushing yourself to uncomfortable
when the 1970
ability 99% of the time when you're in the gym, then, you know, the fact that your bicep feels like it's gonna fucking explode doing a set of like pause rep light curls or whatever, you know, the harder you can push through that uncomfortability, the better. Because you gotta remember, that is, apart from the fact that people are, you know, maybe just can't get the gym into their schedule or they're just not into it, the uncomfortability factor of lifting, that is the key component, which is blocking people from going hard. You know, if you took 100 people and you know, put a Neuralink brain scanner into their mind and you had them do, I'm not even talking about heavy weight. Let's say a weight which physically they could all get 20 reps. Like if they push to their absolute maximum, everybody could get 20. You know, and the distribution of intensity would look like this. You know, on average, people are going to push it to an average amount of reps, maybe 10. You know, people are going to leave twice the amount of work they already did in the tank because, oh, it's starting to burn. This kind of hurts. You know, and then the amount of people who can push it to the actual limit which they're capable of. And I'm not talking about like, oh, you need to curl the 100-pound dumbbells like Kevin Levrone to get big. Even if you're just doing the 30s, if you can really push it to the point of, well, to a level which you know is pretty fucking good for you, like, there's no chance you're getting one more rep. And you can say that honestly, without delusion. Then that's a good set, man. Try to repeat those as often as possible. And if that's something you can do, if that's something you can manage, then you will see the results from it very soon, very quickly. But let's get in there and get started. I think two of these will be good. Kind of a long
Keep forgetting
T handle.
how like
Sort of
crazy wide
combines
his
a
back
rope and a
is.
straight bar. I like it.
We have those kind of ropes at the gym. I just never use them because I feel like they too long.
Yeah, one more.
Dang, bro, got the full stack on there.
Oh, give it a second. Okay. Let's get some dumbbell curls going.
Oh yeah, superstar baby.
Yeah. One more of those. There's like zero swinging on those.
The more you can avoid swinging, the better it's gonna be. Three.
Okay. That is way too fucking heavy. Drop set to the 60.
One. Got the same. Come on.
Okay. Whew.
I gotta giving you a good burn.
Time for something. Not sure what. Triceps, obviously. Now go back to basics. Just heavy ass push downs. One more.
Switching up the angles, my man. All right. Okay, so see what I like to do at the gym. So I went quiet there for a second. And I apologize for a little bit of this video. I went quiet, but what I like to do for arms, I don't really superset it so much, but also because I don't do pose downs. I mean, that one hurt. But I don't like pick a certain time out of my workout for specifically pose downs. It was a disgusting sound, and I'm so sorry you had to hear that. But where was I? Oh yeah, pose downs. I don't pick out a certain time and do it for specifically posing, but I do pose throughout the workout just because, if you're going to get a pump, you might as well admire it, right? Come on. Come on. But I would just destroy one. Like, I don't do supersets, if that makes sense. I don't see the point. I will just absolutely destroy it on my biceps, then destroy it on the triceps. Absolutely kill it on the shoulders. I'll destroy it on the forearms. I pick one muscle group at a time, and then I just run with it. I run with it, and I don't throw the weight around. During the sets, I do controlled and I do it, but anyway,
Okay.
Once you click this video, you'll be taken to uscca.com/maps. From here, you can click on any state.
Let's do some machine curls. For this kind of curl machine, single arm instead of both at once. And then a little bit lighter than typical. Usually I just stack it and kind of throw it around, which I might do next set. But for this one, single arm, lighter, kind of hold it. Solid burn.
I guess he's just like trying not to activate his forearm at all. I think that's what he's doing when he's like gripping it like this. He's not gripping around it because he's not trying to activate his forearm at all. He's activating purely just But yeah, training to failure is the best way to stimulate muscle growth. By far, because trust me, I've tried all the methods. I've tried throwing the weight around and eagle lifting like crazy, and just throwing it around like you were some brainless,
One more. Probably a different style.
bicep-filled, caveman. I've tried recently. I started not recently, but like I've been doing slow and controlled reps, and, like burning it to failure. And every time I try Sam's method, which I call it Sam's method, but it's like doing half reps at the end after you've already started, can't do a full rep anymore. Like, so where you're doing full reps of biceps here, start like doing, you can't see it in the camera, but like, we're watching Sam, so like when I say half reps, I'm pretty sure you can put 2 and 2 together and figure out what I'm talking about. But every time I've used Sam's method, it's absolutely just destroyed my bicep or the chest or the... So I need to start doing Sam's method on a regular basis. Because also, this is the funniest face that I could have possibly paused on.
Okay.
Dad, did you notice those last few times when he wasn't...
Let's run up some dips. Hi.
I wish my gym had this machine. That would be awesome. I feel like for arm day, dips can be really challenging, cause like Sam mentioned in a past video, I don't think I filmed that video, but he mentioned with dips it can be a little challenging because you're trying not to flex your lower pec, you're trying not to hit that muscle, so like you're trying to put all the focus in the triceps, so it's a little hard not to hit your lower pec, but I still wish my gym had this machine. It would be amazing.
Okay. One more. Whoosh.
I feel like I'd be doing a lot more dips with this machine than I would just regular bodyweight dips.
Okay. Alright. Let's do some bicep bias pull downs, and then we're done. Actually, depending on how I feel pump wise,
Bicep pull down?
I might just call it after one set of these. So, so instead of 6,
Yeah.
I'm not with a 5-set bicep day. It's typically a little lower volume than normal, but based on feeling, I mean, you already know what's under these sleeves.
We hit the tricep. So. We still got a full stack. Yeah, no, that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing this. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here. That's sort of what I was doing before. Two more, Sam. Come on. Two more, man. You got this.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Alright. Yeah, that's it. One thing that's nice about these is you can give yourself pretty much fucking assisted reps just because your lats can take over just a little. But let's pose down. It's been a while since I posed down over here. Usually I kind of avoid this is so stupid to call it a journey, to come downstairs to this room and just pose in front of the dumbbells. But in terms of pump, well, let's just let it speak for itself. But I'm beginning to believe that part of this fullness from this arm day was just from generalized inflammation, because I feel like a dog right now, and not in a cool way. Ugh. If I feel this scrappy tomorrow after cardio, then I'm just going to turn it into a rest day. I'm not anti-rest day, but I am anti, let's just say, unnecessary rest day, you know? But if you have an actual reason to skip, and I don't mean skip, I mean recover so that you can come back stronger.
Over off camera.
And that is fucking highly valid. So let's see.
Sam Sulek and the Illuminati. Those veins, though. Veins be popping like crazy.
What'd I tell you? What'd I freaking tell you? Who doesn't love a fucking fully pumped arm?
Did you hit forearms at all? I don't think I saw a single workout.
Oh my goodness, what else?
Forearms.
What else do we got here? Just a full-on. Should have a measuring tape right now. Honestly, this is a pretty good one. Oh man. Scoot over somewhere, Frank. Oh yeah. Let's roll. Let's just jump to the car talk. All right. I think I've got a perfect topic of discussion right after I say, holy cow, my arms are still fucking burning. Left tricep, for whatever reason in particular, kind of feel it going in a good way, not a bad way or anything. And then just overall, even though, dude, fuck, man, I felt like total shit that whole lift. In a relative sense.
I did not feel good at all. And anybody who was watching this video who was in my live stream last night can vouch for that. You guys can vouch for that. I was coughing the entire time. I was sneezing. It was bad. I felt bad. I feel better now. Plugged up nose-wise. But I'm definitely still sick, and that's why I didn't go to the gym today. Because a wise man, Sam Sulek, says the only times that you should take a rest day is when you're as sick as a dog, or your schedule just doesn't line up, and like you can't physically make it to the gym. And like technically I could go to the gym after work today, but I don't get off work till 10, which means I'd be at the gym still at like 12 or 1 in the morning, and I personally don't want to be at the gym that late. It is a 24-hour gym, so it's like I can, but I don't want to. So today is just going to be a rest day, and tomorrow I will hit. Jay also mentioned that I could try and make a reaction or gameplay and a gym video, 2 videos at once. And I just don't know if I can do that all the time. And he mentioned, hey, that's fine. At least like you'll still get 1 video out. I'm like, consistency is key though. Like the reason part of the reason is where I got as far as I am now is that I've been consistent. And like you guys can honestly, I think there's been one time where I didn't upload a genuine full-length video. There's only been one time where I missed, and I beat myself up over it like crazy. I'm just like, come on, Bobby, you idiot! You should have gotten a video out. Hindsight, I don't think any of you guys care that I missed 1 video, that I missed 1 upload. But yeah, put down in the comment section below. Would you like me to make 2 videos a day? Would you like a video like this and a gym video? And if I can't get 2 videos out, it's probably just going to be a gym video. Put down in the comment section below. Would you like that? Would you like a twice a day video? Such and such.
Of course, I'm still doing my sets hard, but I could tell I just feel a little scrappy. Not fun. But if that's you, and then you still decide, all right, I'm going to go to the gym. Hey, push it, man. You'll feel better afterwards for sure. Even if you're going to still feel bad afterwards. But when I finish posing down, when I look at myself with a pump, and I'm like, yeah, nice. When I go home later and I'm going to shower or whatever, I'm going to wake up in the morning and I see myself pumpless in front of the mirror, am I going to say, what the fuck is that? I look like shit. Fuck. Put my clothes back on as quick as possible. Well, not exactly. Not friggin' exactly. And, this goes for anybody, regardless of, your build. Because even dudes who are fucking, jacked beyond belief. There's a reason body dysmorphia is such a thrown around term.
I was just saying that earlier. I was just referencing that one
scene again,
from the
like
movie
I was saying, on the way here, sort of the mind leads, and then kind of a little bit of a branch off of that idea is your perception is going to play a very major role.
Are you ready?
Hulu on Disney Plus is now available.
Ta-da!
With plans starting at just $9.99 a month.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, new friend?
We're about to go on a little adventure.
Role in your, let's just say subjective levels of fucking, happiness, right? When I look at, all I'm really trying to say, or kind of what I'm boiling all this down to is, I think for someone to have the mentality of going to the gym and working out and, pushing themselves hard, for the main driver of that action to be the thought process of, oh, I look like shit, fuck. I can't keep looking like this anymore. I need to, that's just so negative, man. Jeez. And I can't really, it's not like I could, if that's you, it's not like I can just say, oh, don't do that. And then suddenly you're going to be like, oh, whoa. Oh, sweet, this is great. I can't, that's not what I'm trying to say. But I just find that anything particularly negative is not going to be an awesome motivator. Definitely not long term. Look, you're still going to get jacked. Somebody who goes to the gym consistently for years and, gets reasonably smart about their diet in terms of using diet to actually, improve their physique and make progress over time. I don't mean smart like, oh, never eat fucking fruit snacks. If you do that for years, you are going to look like you lift, guaranteed, as long as you do it hard. Now, someone who is kind of excited about the prospect of gradual progress, likes the process, kind of enjoys pushing himself, he is going to have a very good time. He's going to enjoy it. He's going to see, month to month, over time, changes to his build. And that's going to hype them up and say, okay, let's keep going. I want to see more. And I'm not even talking about like an out of control spiral getting up to 300 pounds.
I'm not sure who said this. It might have been Sam here, but the person who enjoys the walk is gonna walk further than the person who will enjoy the destination. Meaning, if you enjoy the process of where you're going, if you go and you lift because it's something you enjoy, not because you want to look good, but like you go and you love getting the feeling of getting pumps, and you like go on a regular basis, you're gonna go farther than the guy who just wants to look like Ronnie Coleman or Sam Sulek. You know, you're gonna go farther than he is because you put in the work. Whereas he just tried to use the escalator up to the top of the mountain, and you actually climbed. So that's like pretty much what Sam is saying. But
I mean, just even on the path to going from like a 150 pounder to like a lean 180 pounder, that is an insane fucking jump. You know, don't get me wrong. But the guy who can enjoy that and in his mind focus on the positives, more often than not, he's going to have more fun. He's just going to enjoy it. Whereas the guy who's constantly undermining himself and like, oh, I'm so fucking weak. Oh, I look like shit. Just constantly having that sort of loop of thoughts running around your head day after day. Oh my goodness. Come on. It's just not fucking cool, you know? And again, I'm not you, so I'm not going to try to control your thoughts. But if I were to have the choice between trying to, let's just say, methodically put energy into, kind of hype, cool thoughts, and sort of try to block out anything like, oh, my triceps are kind of fucking small. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I wish my legs were bigger. Anything like that. You gotta remember, thoughts will just pop up in your mind, and you can't control them. Right? That's your subconscious. You look at something, immediately thoughts are going to bubble up in your mind, But if you choose to keep putting energy into them, then you're just consistently, reiterating to yourself, I have a problem, I have a problem. And even if you do have a problem, I'm not going to say, if you're like a 100-pound overweight dude, I'm not trying to say, look in the mirror and say, I look great. That's not what I'm saying. But to constantly be thinking, oh, dude, oh, fuck. Oh, man. Or you're looking at some old pictures when you used to do sports in high school or whatever. And you're like, oh, God, it looks like, oof. Just to be focusing on kind of the present state of where you are. And oh, this sucks. Really, I'm trying to preach against having a negative mentality like that. Because you can look at something like that in two ways. Let's say that's you. You got a real fucking long journey. I'm not talking a few months. I mean legit years of consistent training before you're gonna have six-pack abs or a bicep vein or whatever else. To be just constantly, oh, this sucks. Do you think that's gonna make you excited to go hard? Is that gonna make you excited to wake up in the morning? Somebody who loves their job, he's going to wake up and go, oh shit, this is going to be sweet. Let's hit this shit. Somebody who hates their fucking job wakes up and they fucking dread it. They wish they could go back to bed. The sound of their alarm does not excite them. It just fucking, it ruins the zen that they feel when they're sleeping, So, I'm not necessarily saying a good recommendation on how to change that. I'm not a psychologist, but if that's you and you can tell you're constantly just ripping on yourself, yeesh, man. You gotta change that up. That is a problem which will take dividends, whereas being excited about potential progress and the grind itself, that's gonna pay dividends, So that's all I'm saying there, right? And I know it's so silly. That's such a classic, just be happy about it. Or when someone says, I've been seeing this quote float around Instagram a lot. It's if you can be in a bad mood for no reason, just be in a good mood for no reason. Doesn't that sound fun? Isn't that cool? It's not that fucking simple, man. Come on. Because being upset about shit, it's very easy. And it's very comforting, too. There's kind of a self-loathing. There's kind of a comfort in self-loathing, in self-pity. Because it's like, because you kind of adopt the mentality of like a victim to your circumstances. And then it's like, oh, well, it's not my fault. It's my circumstances. Fuck, it's because of this, this, and this that I'm where I am now. I can't control that. No, poor me. And I don't mean just about lifting. You can take this in the context of fucking anything, you know. And sure, you might be right. You know, this isn't a perfectly fair world. People get fucked up pretty bad. You know, people don't all just start off with a happy-go-lucky setup, like family-wise, life-wise, fucking health-wise, anything. You know, but
I'm gonna pause, or I'm gonna shut my door. My knee wouldn't work there for a second, and I don't know why.
that's just kind of the cards you're dealt sometimes. And the people who actually make moves,
Sorry. I know you don't
even with a shitty hand, they get props, man. This it kind of, I think this is something as of late, like the last, maybe I just see it more because I'm on Instagram and TikTok or whatever else, but it's like a contest of who is the most just unlucky. Like it's like a pity contest. Come on, not cool, not freaking cool. You know, nobody gets props for having the most trauma. But if that's you, I'm not invalidating you. But fuck, man, you just got to deal with it. And I don't mean it like that simply, but I kind of do. Like, you got to take a realistic and actual, like not just a delusional, like take a legitimate, objective look at your circumstances and then decide what the best move is. You can't always make a perfect move, but even if you just make one small move, which puts you in a slightly better position than you were yesterday, the more of those that you can do constantly, the better. So this, take with that what you will. And if anybody's watching this, I'm sure some specific aspect of your life came to mind when I kind of said, like, you know, what's something that you kind of hold yourself back from because you have a certain amount of excuses. If something immediately popped up in your head and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I guess I probably should be doing XYZ. Fuck, man. I'm not in control of your life, and neither will I benefit if you start killing it. But, I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to live in a world with more people on their A game in all sorts of aspects of life? So, take with that what you will. And I'm not saying, hey, you get it. If you got something out of that, good.
The government.
But
By that,
I am,
I feel like I need to explain. By that, I mean he says, who doesn't want to live in a world where more people are on their A game? I said the government. The government doesn't want us on our A game. Yeah. The next video is just going to be me talking like a robot. Like, the government is amazing. It is great, you know.
I'm ready for bed. I'm going to eat a big-ass meal. I predict ground beef, cheese, barbecue sauce, 2 packs of ramen, 2 liters of water with electrolytes, all my vitamins, and then I'm going to pass out indefinitely. So tomorrow will either be a rest day or hamstrings, depending on if I still feel like shit. But what do you think? What do you think? Well, we'll just see tomorrow. But I'll see you then.
I don't know why I cut it there. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, so that's all the time we have left in this video. I really do hope you guys enjoy this video because I certainly enjoyed making this video. And I am, because there were some things that I wanted to pick up before I clocked on to work, so I might leave a little bit earlier than usual because I definitely need to go buy some cough drops at Hy-Vee. That is not fun. Also want to get some maybe because there's this really cool water bottle there, which I know Mom and Dad said don't buy new any more water bottles. And I hear ya, I understand ya, but on the other hand, this water bottle looks really cool. Okay, I probably won't get the water bottle, but I will pick up some like electrolyte stuff because, like you mentioned, he's just gonna have like some water with electrolytes, which. I mean, hey, who don't want that, right? Who didn't want that? But yeah, so I don't know, maybe I'll leave, because like I don't need to clock on until 1:30, and I usually leave an hour before, giving me a good few minutes. And like if I leave an hour before, I'd still would probably have enough time to do that. Like I probably wouldn't need to leave any earlier than I usually do, but like since I usually leave an hour before and I have to clock on at 3, I'm going to leave, well, typically I would leave at 2, but since there's some things I want to get, I'm either going to leave at 1:30 or 2 full hours before. Probably not. Maybe I'll just stick with leaving at 1:30. But, yeah. So, that's all the time we have left in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like, yeah, put down in the comment section below if you guys want to start seeing 2 uploads at once, because I'll do it. I'll do it if that's what you guys want, and that's what you guys would really enjoy. I'll start uploading 2 videos at once. One's going to be at the gym. The other one might be a reaction video. The other one might, the other one's going to be on the computer. That's the point. But, yeah, like this video if you did like it. If you didn't like it, why are you still here? If you didn't like the video, why did you stick this long? Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell notification so you never miss an update. Share this video with your friends so they can subscribe and they can join the Bob Variety crew. See, I want to sell merch, guys, but I don't know how to go about that. I don't know how expensive it's going to be either, so I'll do research on it. A few things I need to do research on. I need to do research on how to get Fortnite on my computer so I can get Delaney her requested content and merch, because I genuinely want to sell merch. I feel like that would be amazing. So yeah. Anyway, bye.